So let's do the group meeting quiz.
All right, I got to pull it up here. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'll look at it right now.
Well, you know what? That's almost better because then it forces us to actually do it instead of just read through the answers.
Yeah, so let me see this.
Yeah. Because if we both have it and we have the answer, there's no reason for us to work through the problem.
No, yeah, exactly. All right, I'm going to pull up all the Excel stuff that I need here real quick.
Have we already registered for next semester?
Yeah, I'm all set and ready for my last semester. All set and done. Just coming through these past couple of days with this class. Then I start my next semester the fall, not this upcoming Monday, but the following Monday I start again. So
Are you doing online or are you going to school?
I'm going to school. So I'm taking one online. I'm taking 2 classes on campus, then I'm done. So it's not too bad of a schedule. Okay. All right. I have all my Excel stuff up and going now, so I'm good.
So neither of us know the right answers at this point, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just pulled up for the first time, so I'm just now looking at it.
Okay. So number 2, which of the following variables are quantitative? And it says mark all that apply, which you would make you assume there's more than one, but I think it's only number 3 because telephone numbers are not quantitative, even though they're numbers, because that was an example they always used.
Yeah, I remember that. Quantitative is dealing with numbers, and qualitative is more dealing with the other.
Right. So I would say 2 is not quantitative either.
No, so it may just be 3 then for just for the quantitative.
That would be my guess.
We'll go with that just for right now, since I think if we're looking at it from the quantitative perspective, then that one would match up the most.
Okay.
All right. So now this next one. Every 6th cereal after the first. Is it C, an experiment?
Well, I would guess it's B because it's not an experiment because they didn't manipulate any of the variables. It was definitely just observational. And I would say that it's B because any random sample would be that they didn't have control over the cereals they selected. But to make it true, it would be they didn't have any control of the price of the individual cereals. That's my guess.
Okay, well, we will go with that. Yeah, kind of my ran to this question a long time. Not the same exact question, but something like it, and I thought it was observation was experimental. But I think the way it's wording itself, it should be fine.
We had this one before too. A lot of I'm up to about number, I don't know, 25, and a lot of these questions we've had before. You know, like this one.
Yeah, I think yeah, I think a lot of them we've had before. It's just like all just mixed up now. Everything put together. So for number 4, a math project.
So the question is, what will happen to the median, not the mean,
Yeah.
but the median, which is the middle number in the line?
Yeah.
And we don't have enough information to determine that because we don't know what all the numbers are.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was looking at all the numbers. I'm like, I'm not thinking it's a full data set to really determine whether, like, what will happen to the sample median.
Okay, 5 had to do with the standard deviation of 10 using the 68, 95, 99 rule. And so I put oh yeah. So I put that 70 was the mean.
Okay.
And one standard deviation above it would be 80, the next would be 90. So the standard deviation below would be 70, 60, and 50. And it's saying what percentage of students would take the test in under 50 minutes, which was the second to the bottom standard deviation. So I would say that 5% using the 68, 95, 99.7 rule.
Oh. Is that something we plug into one of the Excel things or no?
No.
Is that more just like the equation?
Remember the one, well, there isn't even an equation. Remember the one where you do it's just you take the standard deviation and add it every time and you subtract it every time?
Oh, yeah.
So if 70 is in the middle and it's 10 deviations, and that would be 68% within the first deviation. So that would be between 60 and 80 would be 68%. So between 50 and 90 would be 95%. So the number of under it would be 5%, or would it be 2.5%? Because would it be half of 5%? Because remember, with percentages, you can only equal 100.
That's true. So maybe 2.5 to 2.5 or 5%. It's one of those.
Well, and also it says give your answer accurate to 1 decimal.
Oh, that's okay.
Now I don't know if my rationale was correct.
I'm trying to look here. Let's see.
Well, maybe we could use the applet for it.
Maybe. I think applet may work for it. It'll give us like in between. Can we find the z-score with this? I think we maybe can. I think need the standard deviation.
Yeah,
we have the mean.
We have the mean and the standard deviation. So how would you find the mean, or how would you find the z-score if you just had the mean and the standard deviation? Or do you need to include that 50 minutes? Is this the 50 minus the 70? over the standard deviation, or over the square root of the standard deviation.
Let me see.
Because if, I don't know.
Yeah, because usually to find the z, it's z equals x minus u divided by the standard deviation. So maybe x is the 50. They already got the mean as 70. So maybe that's it. I'm not sure, but I know that's
And then
the
you
z
plug it
squared.
into the applet. All right, which we're on
Maybe.
number 5.
Yeah. So what am I? 50 minus 70. Can't be right.
Well, 50 minus 70 is negative 20. Divided by
10 is negative 2. So that would be in the 95% tile.
it was negative 2.
Yeah, so negative 20 divided by 10 is negative 2.
And the question
And it
was
says
how many people would be less than that, right?
Yeah, so approximately, approximately what percentage of students will complete the exam in under 50 minutes?
It would be 0.0228.
Yeah, maybe. I hope that's what they're looking for, not just a percentage, like 95, or they're like actually looking for like that score.
So why does it say do it to 1 decimal place?
Figure out here. Okay, if it is, then we're looking at like 0.455. Like nothing would change at all. So I don't know, but I guess I'm confused with what it's asking.
Well, okay, that's kind of interesting because remember I told you that at first I thought it was 0 or 0.05, and half
Yeah.
of 0.05 would be 0.228 rounded off.
Yeah.
So let's go with that. Let's go with the 0.228. Why don't one of us go with that and one of us go with the 0.5 or 0.05?
Okay, I'll do the 0.05.
All right, I'll do the 0.0228. 0.0228. Okay. Whoa, where'd you go? Okay. So if I'm going to round that to 3 decimals, I'd put 0.023.
Yes.
Okay. All right, at least that gives us a chance that one of them might be right. Okay,
Yeah.
number 6. I have no idea how to do this. I've got the mean is 150.7. The standard deviation is 10.2. And they want us to find the 35th percentile. And whenever these questions come up, I have no idea what it is. And the n,
Well, yeah, I get confused.
The n is 157.
Yeah, so I guess the information. I just get confused. But it says find the 35th percentile. So I'm like, okay, well, how do you find the 35th percentile on the LSAT scores? I'm like, okay, I'm a little confused on how to find that. So I was like, okay. So I'm not sure if we do the same thing like we did, where we find the z-score.
Okay,
Plug it in, trying to find the 30.
Okay, here, one time when my son was helping me, he said, go in and type in the 35th percentile and get the z-score first and then work backwards.
Okay.
So if I go to the applet and I 35th percentile would be 100 divided by 35, right?
Yes.
No, it would be 100 minus 30. I'm confused. The 30th percentile would be 35th percentile. 35 divided by 100, I think. So it'd be 0.35. So if I put in the z-score 0.35, 35th percentile. The no, I don't know how to do this.
That's what I'm trying. I don't know if it.
So maybe I put 0.35 in the area.
Well, yeah, try putting that in the area.
The z-score is
0.35.
Okay, if I put it in the area, then the z-score is negative negative 0.385. That's the z-score.
You put that in the area?
No, I put 35% in the area.
35 in the area.
And then I'm only gonna shade in the first one because I want everything to the left of that. I just want the 35th percentile, which is the first 35%.
Yes.
So the z-score for number 6 maybe is negative 0.385.
Yes.
That's possible, but let's see what the question asks. I don't know. I have no idea how to go. I think you probably take, well, 157 is the number. No.
Let me see.
It has to do with 150.7 and 157, the difference between those.
Okay.
And then it's probably the square root of 10.2, but then maybe you put that number in.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember all this. Maybe. Let's see. Scores that else have. So we got the mean. We got the standard deviation. We got 157 as the minimum LSAT score.
Well, in my homework notes, I haven't found anything that asks for the 35th percentile.
Let me see. So we got that. 150. Yeah, because I just try to do the whole Z-core equation. Like I do 157 minus 150.7 divided by 10.2. I get 142.2 as my answer. I just can't figure out what it means by find the 35th percentile of the LSAT score is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Okay, so I found a question about it where I have mean and a standard deviation. Do we have a mean?
Yeah.
We have a mean and a standard deviation, okay? And it says, what is the 40th percentile for this population? And so, the answer is the 40th percentile, and it gives me a number, 8.7333, but it didn't show how to get it. But why don't we plug those numbers into the things we're doing and see if any of it, if we can get it from that. Okay?
Let's do that.
Okay. All right. So the mean is 10, and the standard deviation is 5. And we want to find the 40th percentile.
Okay, so 10, 5.
And my notes say use the applet.
Okay.
I think I might have it. No. All right, should we skip it?
Yeah, let's just skip it and we'll just come back to it.
All right, well, let's just know that
Yeah.
we're going to have to work on that with somebody.
Yeah, I feel like you have to find the z-score first. Then you have to do something with the 35th percentile. So I understand what it means by finding that. That's what I'm getting confused about.
Okay.
All right, so let's keep going down.
All right. Okay, number 7. I'll give you a chance to read through it. I've answered it already.
Okay. So n equals 2 would be the shape of the sample mean.
I put skewed right.
That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm just trying to remember that, like, why it's skewed right.
Well, because the sample size isn't large enough to make it a normal distribution.
Okay, yeah, it just has to be like 30 for it to be normal.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. Okay. All right, sweet. So now we're on to the 8th ones. Tanker trucks. Is it 0.5 for the number 8? Or no?
No, because it's asking us for the z-score.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, never mind. So how do we use 20? So how do we use n equals 20 then in the equation for just looking for the z-score?
Right.
So I'm confused. That's what's throwing me off. I'm looking for the z-score, but it's having n in there. That's why I'm getting confused.
Okay, well, I put 8550 minus 8544 divided by 12 divided by the square root of 20 is the equation I used.
Okay, 85550 minus 544 divided by 12 divided by the square root divided by the square root of
the number.
Did you get a big number? I got 8390.791.
No, I got 2.236.
Okay, I'm logging it in somewhere wrong. Minus 8544 divided by 12 divided by the square root of 20.
So the top number is 6. 8550 minus 8544 is 6. And then the square root of 20 was 2.68328816. So I divided the 12 by the 2.68328816.
Okay.
And then I divided 6 by that answer.
Divided by. Okay, let me see. So square root of. For square root of 20, I'm getting 4.47. Is what I'm getting right now.
Okay, and what's 12 divided by that?
12 divided by
the square root of 20.
Oh, see, 12 divided by square root of 20. Oh, frick. 12 divided by square root of 2.683.
Right. That's what I got. So the top number is 6 divided by the 2.6832816. And that gives me the z-score.
Is it 2.683 to 2.68?
The 2.68, okay, so you take 6 and divide it by the 2.68, 32816.
6 divided by 2.6. What was your answer?
2.236069.
Okay, I got the 2.23, but I get 880597.
Okay, well, I just rounded it to 2.236. And what would yours be? 2.23?
Okay, I'm not seeing any 6. Yeah, basically mine would be 2.2.
All right, let me do my last equation since we both got the same one. I'll do the 6 divided by
2.23888. Yeah, I'll get 2.239 is what my answer would come out to be.
And I get 2.236. Huh. That's weird. All right. Well, let's both stick with what we've got. Let's just leave that in.
Okay.
And maybe one will be right.
Hopefully, yeah. So number 9.
So for number 9, I just substituted all the same numbers, only instead of 20, I put in 50.
I'll do the same thing, just put in 50 for the n.
Instead of 20, I substitute it for 50.
Okay, so square root of 50. So 6.
Hey, you know what? I bet we could put this into, okay, what's the mean? The mean is, the mean is 8544, right?
The mean is, yes, yeah, the mean is 8544.
Okay, 8544. The standard deviation, we have that too, is 12, yes?
Correct, correct.
And the null is 8540. No, it's the other way around.
The
null hypothesis is the first one, 8544. Yes. And the mean that we're
what about the 85? What about the 8550?
Where's the 8550? Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't you think that n is 8550?
It should be because they have the mean as 8544, so I don't think we should change it.
All right. And so then if I put in the test, no. The null hypothesis is the 8550 is the null hypothesis. D. And the n, the mean, is 8544. And the n is the number of tanks, which was 50. Okay, if I put those numbers in, and I want the type of test, the question asked, what is the probability of the mean capacity of a study being greater than? So instead of less than, I put greater than. And then it asks me, so would it be the t-score? You know, which one of these answers would be negative 3.536? That's not right.
I don't think it is.
No. Would it be the p-value?
It may be the p-value. Depends what's the probability.
Well, the answer that I got doing it by hand the first time was 0.9908.
Yeah.
And the p-value is
That sounds right.
0.999.
Okay, it sounds like you're not that far. You're pretty close. It sounds like you're close. So, so px is greater than 85. Let me see.
Maybe this doesn't even apply to this. Do you know what I mean? Maybe this test thing doesn't even apply to this. Because we we didn't have any of these when we were dealing with probabilities.
No, I wish we did, but no. Minus 2.
Okay, do you want to go to 10?
Yeah, I'll just move on from 10. Let's do the ones that we know we can do. The other ones we'll have to go back and just work on it some more and see if we can figure it out. See if we can figure out how to get the answer.
All right, number 10. I guessed. What you read through it and see what you guess, and we'll see if we guess the same.
Okay, so which of the following is the which of the following? Either A or B, I think. I never talk about type 1 error, but I don't know if it's dealing with this specific question.
Well, the definition it gave, the probability of obtaining a sample at least as extreme as the one assuming the null hypothesis is true, that's the definition of a p-value.
Yeah.
So would it also be the definition of the significant level of a hypothesis test?
It may be different because we're always trying to compare the p-value and the significant levels.
Well, I don't think it's B or C, so then it would be D.
No. It's probably. To me, yeah, it might have to be D because I think p-value and significant levels are they're doing the same thing, but they're in their own way they have a slight difference. We're always comparing the two, whether we're going to reject or.
The significance level is that 0.05 usually, right?
Yeah.
That's what the significance level is. And that has to do with rejecting the null.
Correct. Rejecting or failing or whatever the other one is, failing.
So that would mean D would make sense.
Yeah, that one makes the most sense looking at it, compared to the other answers. All right, so let's go to 11. Okay, so the height of an adult is
What are you looking for? What are you trying to find right now?
I'm just trying to figure out like how to. So I'm reading a question. I'm reading number 11 right now because that's what I'm doing. Oh, we still at number 10.
No, we're on 11, but I just wondered what you were typing in trying to find. Are you trying to find
No, I'm not trying. I'm just trying to kind of basically get all the information to get the z-scores, everything, basically what I'm looking at. I'm just
but
trying to figure out.
they're
So
not
what's the following?
they're not asking that. Read the rest of the question.
I know. Yeah, I know they're not asking. I'm aware of that. I'm just
Okay.
trying to look at it. If I put it into an applet, that would help my answer, help best get it. But so 90%. Blah, blah, blah. So the last one should be one. Um, I think it's all of them besides the fourth one. Is what I'm going with right now. I think it's just one. I think it's A, B, and E. I think it's just those three. That's what I would guess. What I guess I would go with.
Well, okay. Well, the ones that talk about adults in the U.S., we don't even know what the confidence level is for the first one. We have a standard deviation, but we don't even know what the mean is.
I thought the X was the sample
No.
mean. I thought that was what it was.
Right. The X is the sample mean, but it's the statistic, but it's not the parameter because we don't know what the sample mean for the heights of the females in the United States is.
Yeah.
But C, we talk about a lot.
No, yeah. It's just think about like D, C, and D that they're not really for sure and they're not confident. And it's like, okay, well, they're basically both like maybe. Like, well, maybe it's approximately 95. Maybe there's a chance. Like, those ones just don't seem to fit the equation.
Well, it's definitely not D because when it says there's a chance, that's never the right answer.
No, yeah, that's totally out of the equation.
All right. Should we go to 12?
Yep, let's move on. Let's see, marine biologist. This thing.
I put it was B.
The sample means is normal because the data is normal.
Mm-hmm. Because the sample size is not large.
Oh yeah, that's how I was looking at the sample size right now. Yeah, I would go with B with everything that they were saying. I would agree with B.
Okay, 13, you have to put it in your Excel.
Oh, okay. So number 13. P-value. Does this just go in? I'm trying to look where this goes.
Did you put in the one sample t-test?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. That's why I was trying to figure out which one to put in right now. I'm like, okay, it's got to be one sample t-test for. Oh, come on, my computer is acting weird. Okay, I got it in now. Yeah. So what's the null hypothesis is?
I said put 0 if they don't give it to you.
Let's see what type of test. All right. Right now I'm getting for my p-value is 0.871 is what I'm getting right now.
For the p-value?
Yeah.
I got 0.128.
Oh, okay. I'm
So
doing
what's
something
your
wrong then. I
confidence
got
level?
0.95.
And null hypothesis?
I have a 0. I don't know which one it is out of these ones
And
because
then
it's 39 months, but that's
I put 0, and then I put the type of test was less than. Because they want to know if the investor's portfolio performs significantly worse, not different, but
yeah.
less than.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. If it's less than that, then I do get 0.128. Then as my answer when you put it as less than.
Okay. $14, we've had that question before. It's dependent sampling. He needs to select couples for the sample. So whether a wife is included depends on whether a husband is included.
So financial budget studying. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I've seen that question before.
The next
All right,
one
on
is
50.
a paired samples. It's the flights. We've had this one before too.
Yeah, all these questions are looking familiar. It's just remembering how to plug everything in. All right, let's see. So when you put it into pair sample, we're putting the let me see. So in variable one, are we doing the 14? Does the 14-day one go in there first, or the 90-day?
It doesn't matter. You just copy and paste them both into variable one and variable two with one copy and paste. Because it's the
Okay, yeah, that's
difference.
what I did. I didn't know which one.
It doesn't matter because it's the differences they're trying to figure out. It's the third column that
Okay.
matters.
Okay, so that. So p-value then. Let me see. So is it? I'm getting 0. I'm not sure what type of test it is. I put less than because look.
No, it's not equal to. They just want to know the difference. It's a one-sided. I mean, it's a two-sided.
I'm getting the p-value I have 0.09568, so it'll be 0.
Yeah.
0.0.
0.96.
Yep.
Okay.
16 based on the. Based on the results. Is it B? Yes, because it's greater than the level of significance.
That's what I put.
Okay,
I put
that's
B.
what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, yep.
17.
Yep.
Hey, did he ever get back to you anytime yesterday or today?
I have not gotten anything back, so I'm not sure what he's up to or how busy he is, but I haven't gotten anything back. So I just submitted everything that I can do, and hopefully it's good enough to his expectation. But I never heard anything back from him, so I'm just gonna assume what we did was right, and hopefully it's correct.
All right.
So I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just wait and see. Hopefully, it's good enough to what he's looking for.
Well, and if for some reason we don't do well on it, we can go back to the email saying, we had questioned and didn't get any response.
No, yeah, no, that's what I plan on doing. Like if we don't get the grade that we think we deserve, then I was gonna call him, not call, I was gonna email him anyway. But hey, I had this question, but I never got it answered. So let's see if let's redo it real quick.
I mean, it seems like the PowerPoint is, you don't have to put a lot of effort into it. He even said that in his email.
No,
He said, just cut and paste your data into PowerPoint form.
yeah, that's a literally all he says. Like, it's basically cut and paste, basically your information. It's like basically don't make it harder than it needs to be.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, okay, we can do that.
All right. I have C for number 17.
Correct. That's what I was gonna get.
All right. 18. I don't understand these, but I put A.
Yeah, that's what's these. Yeah, I would have gone with A too. Like that would have been my answer as well.
Okay, 19. I put D.
$19 is D. Let's see. Yep, I would go with that.
Okay, 20. I give you a minute to work it out, and then I'll tell you what I got.
Let's see. If P equals what the if P equals 30. What is the smallest value of n?
This is where you have to find the n in the equation. N times P is greater to or less than 10, and n minus 1 minus P is greater to or equal than 10. So I just did the equation that n was like x, and x times 0.8, because 4 divided by 5 is 0.8.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
I put x times 0.8 equals 10. So I divided both sides by 0.8, and I got 12.5 on the left, which is greater than 10. And I got, or 12.5 times 0.8 is 10. And then on the other side, n equaled 50. So I put that it was 50. Because remember, it has to meet both qualifications.
Yeah.
So I put 50.
Yeah, I get to the 12.5, then I guess that's why I come to a confused stop.
Okay, so then go to the next one, the next equation, which is n minus, or n times, let's see, n, was it n minus or is it n times? Hold on.
I think it's n times.
Yeah, it's n times 1 minus p. So not negative, it's just n times. So what I did with that one is 1 minus 0.8 is 0.2, and I divided 10, and so I divided both sides. How did I do it? By 0.10, by 0.2.
Yeah.
So 10 divided by 0.2 gave me 50. So it has to be 50. Because then if you plug 50 into the n, 50 times 0.2 equals 10.
Oh, that all makes sense now. Okay, yeah, I got to the 12.5. That's where that's why I got confused.
All right, 21. I thought that it would be B, but if so, it would have had to show the other one also. It would have to show the 40 times the one we just did, the 1 minus the 0.250. So I put that it was A.
So your brother has. All right, I would agree. I would agree to that. Yeah, let me see. Let me read it one more time. Yeah, I would agree to that. So 22.
We're about to where I did, so
Okay.
I'm curious to see what you get for 22.
I'm on 20. Yeah, so 22. Whoa, it's quite the question.
Well, it's not A because there's always a 50-50 chance that one cell, remember it either is or it isn't. So there's always a 50%
Yeah,
chance
exactly.
that one, so it's not A.
No, yeah, I already eliminated that. I already eliminated that one. I eliminated that one out of the question immediately.
And I don't think it's B because that just doesn't sound right. I think it's D.
Let's see, there it is. Yeah, we can do D. That one makes.
Is the percentage of the sample, not how many gametes were male or had the male chromosome.
Yeah.
That it was in the sample.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. So 23.
All right. Tell me you know how to do this because I didn't even know where to start.
All right, let me see. Researchers published a study. Let me see. So researchers published. There's a lot of numbers here. I'm trying to figure out how to even do this. Give your answer. Yeah, that one. I'm gonna have to work on that one because that one I don't even know how to even begin to even start that.
Well, the first thing we have to do is find the z-score.
So,
And that it's the value of the test, which is, all right, so let's write down what we do know. The mean is 0.45. N is 750.
yep.
What's the 320?
That is a good question. I'm not sure if that's just a sample mean or the sample. I'm not sure where category that fall under.
Would that be no, it's not a mean at all. Okay, Skip.
Yeah, I'll just skip it. That one's giving me a headache. Suppose you're testing.
Oh, I think we can do this using the applet.
Yeah, I think that's all we got to do. So let me see. I'm getting 0.182 to shading in both sides.
Yeah, but you wouldn't shade in both sides. Okay, listen to it. It says, under the standard normal density curve, the area to the right of the Z is 0.091. So you've got to click so you just have the 0.091. So you click only to the right of the 1.334. That gives you the 0.0, that gives you the 0.0911. Are you there on the applet? Okay, I'm looking at those numbers right now on the applet. So
That's what I'm looking at right now too.
The question though is, what's the p-score? So would the p-score be the 0.0911?
Yeah, it would have to be the area.
You think so?
Yeah, because everybody gives us a Z score, but that's not necessarily the p value.
So it'd be B?
Yeah, it might be. It should be B. I'm not sure what else it would be. Because all it's asking is to show area to the right, which is the following p value or hypothesis test. I'm like, okay. Let's see. Suppose you're a dog breeder.
Or, I don't mean to, or is it 0.18, is it 0.1822?
That's what I was looking at for. That's what I was talking about when I shaded both sides. The answer I got.
You know what? I think it is because it's the p-value is the extremes, remember? And that could be on either end.
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about first. That's what I thought I was asking, but I understood where you're coming from by the way the question was asked. But I'm like, I don't know if it's that
I'm going to go with
simple.
C.
I thought that's what. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Do you think one of us should go with B and one of us should go with? Oh no, because these give us the right answers anyway, huh?
Yeah, so it don't matter either way. We'll get the right answer.
All right. Okay. All right. 25.
All right. So suppose you are a dog breeder.
I would guess D.
Let me see. I'm just gonna read this one more time.
Or would it be A?
Let's see when X is normal. I don't know if it's A. I'm looking at D right now. Yeah, I don't know if it's A. It's either.
It's either A or D.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I'm just going with D for right now because I think it may be that.
All right.
But like, so we'll get the right answer regardless. But that's just what I'm going with right now.
Okay. Okay, we're going to be able to use one of our things for this, I have a feeling.
Yeah. $26.
Oh. Well, are we going to have to do that, the NP thing again?
I think so. I think it's one of the NPs. I just don't know which one. It may.
Yeah, I remember doing this before. So you have to take the 41 and the 56, and then
I think it may be B. I'm not sure though.
no, you would have to take 41 times 0.67 equals 10, is equal to or greater than 10, and 41 times 1 minus 6.67 has to be greater than or equal to 10. And then you have to do the same thing for the other one, which was 56 times 0.84. And 56 times 1 minus 0.84 has to be equal to or greater than 10. You have to do all four of those equations.
Oh, God. Okay.
You do the first one. You do the 4167. I'll do the 5684.
4167.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just divide those, or is that what we're doing? Just trying to find the p hat?
No, you have to multiply. You have to multiply 41 times 0.67, and that has to be equal or greater to 10. Then you have to multiply 41 times 1 minus 0.67.
Yep, it's all greater than 10.
Yeah, and mine doesn't. My 56, so it does not. No, because in at least one case, n times 1 minus p is less than 10.
Okay.
So it's D.
Oh, 27.
I have no idea. I don't know
Yeah,
what
I've drawn
I don't know what the P1 and P2 and U1 and U2 are.
I mean, yeah, so I'm like looking. I was looking at the blank stare. I'm like, no clue.
All right, let's just guess. Let's just guess.
All right. Let's see. I'm just gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess A.
Okay, I'll try B.
Okay.
I'm just gonna guess and see what happens.
My second guess would have been D, but okay. All right, let's find out about Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers.
It's either A or B.
Yeah, I'm looking at like B right now. Let me see, B. Definitely one of those two. It's just which ones. I don't know if one of us just want to pick one, other one picks the other.
All right, I'll go A. You want to go
Okay,
B?
I'll do B. Yeah, I'll go B.
All right, 29. We should be looking at that linear thing. Maybe that would help us.
I think so. I just don't know what information we have to plug in to get.
Okay, so B1 is the y-intercept. B2 is the slope.
Yeah.
So it's asking B1. B1 was the intercept. So that would have been the predicted weight loss, right?
Yeah, predicted. So I have the notes about the slope. Yeah, for the slope, which one's the slope? Let me look at this again.
If I were just going to guess, I'd say it was C. Because A doesn't make sense. B doesn't make sense.
No. Let's just go with C for now, I guess, and see what happens.
Okay. When creating a scatter plot and a QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions are being checked? Okay, I have got this back right here. Well, okay, I got it right in front of me. Okay. When creating a scatter plot, a residuals plot, and a QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions about linear regression are being checked? How you check it? You make a scatter plot and check visually if there is a linear relationship between. Okay, so it's definitely that one is 1.
That one's I think the top one, the x values are measured without error, I believe is one.
The error term is normally distributed. That would be B, right?
Yes.
The variance of the error term is constant for all values of x.
I'm not sure about that one.
Well, would that be A?
I think so. I'm not sure.
The x's are fixed and measured without error. That cannot be checked directly. The x are measured. That can't be checked. So it's not A. Don't check A.
Okay.
The observations are independent cannot be checked. So it's not C. The variance of error term is constant for all values of x. Okay, it's B, D, and E.
All right, that makes sense. Okay, that makes
my sheets helps.
All right, next one. 31.
We've already got the direct flights up here, don't we? No.
I have it in paired sample. I have it in the paired samples where I have it in.
Okay, me too. Okay, all right. So we've got the paired sample t-test up.
And it's asking for the sample correlation coefficient.
Oh, I know what that is.
What's that mean? What symbol is that? What is that on the Excel sheet?
No, I guess I don't. On some other one it was the R.
Oh, okay. That's on. Okay.
So do we have to put this into a different sheet?
I think so.
Sample correlation coefficient is the R in something. So maybe it's in the linear regression one. Let's put our things in the linear regression and see what we get.
All right.
I may be crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I feel like it's kind of early to use linear regression right now, so I'm trying to figure out. All right, let's plug in and see what happens. Let me copy and paste real quick. Because for the R, I get 0.780.
I got 0.846.
Okay. I don't know. Did you put the 90 days in variable X, or what'd you do?
I just copied them the way they are. My first one in X is 202.09.
Same.
And Y is 234.19.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the end of the list. Oh, I did mine wrong. I didn't delete. And what's the bottom of your list?
Let me see, going down. I have 160.29.
Yeah,
114.5.
I left some other data in. I didn't erase all the data, so it's giving me data from something else.
Okay.
All right. Now my R value is 0.780.
Yep.
Let's be sure, because there's something else on the end of this list. Now, what was the question again? What is the what? The correlation.
What is the sample correlation coefficient?
All right, where did I write that down? I wrote that down somewhere. The correlation coefficient is the R.
Okay, so we are in the right thing then.
Let's go with that. Okay.
So 0.780.
0.780.
Yeah.
All right. Create a scatter plot using these two variables. Using the scatter plot. Okay, so I have a scatter plot up already. Don't you?
Let me see. Let me bring it up real quick. I gotta find it.
It's in the sheet we just did. It's in the same one where the R was. It's just.
Oh yeah. Never mind. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right. So it's hot dog shaped. It's positive. It's got one outlier. So, oh, wait a minute. Now, do we have to put this in that other thing? No. All right.
No.
So, okay, wait. So we can do this because the slope is close to 1. So that means it's linear and a fairly strong positive association. I'm sure about that.
Strong positive. So okay.
It's B. It's going up, so it's definitely positive, and it's almost 1, so it's a strong.
Yeah.
All right, for the next you can compute the y-intercept and the slope of the linear regression line used to predict the price. What is the y-intercept? So are we just going to do the y-intercept that we've got up, negative 17.087?
Yeah, I think it's as simple as plugging in what you have on your Excel sheet. And then 34 will ask for the slope, which is obviously B1, so 0.972.
Okay. Predict the price of tickets for the flight based on this. Oh. So this is a math problem.
So if it's predict, I just put, so what I think it is, you just put so I think 200 is the X.
Oh, yeah.
Just plug it.
Yes.
Plug it into the Excel.
Yes. Remember you taught me that last time.
Yeah. So I think it's just that. I think it's that simple. Instead of doing the whole equation, just plug it in.
So it's a 177.307, right?
Yep, that's what I get.
Oh, yes. 7. Will you remind me that on the test?
Yep, that's no problem.
Great. It's 177.3. It just said do it to 1 decimal place. On 35?
For which one?
It just goes to 1 decimal place on number 35.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's 1 decimal place.
Okay. All right, we've already got the 95% confidence level in our form.
Yep.
So the lower bound of the confidence level is 0.804, right?
Yep. That's the lowest one, so 0.804. Wouldn't that be higher than the upper bound? Because the upper bound, the y-intercept is a negative. So wouldn't that be the lower bound, even though it's like a big number, but it's negative?
No. It's of the slope.
Okay.
And so it's the 2 bottom numbers. It's 0.804 and 1.140.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I got confused there for a second. That makes way more sense. 1.140.
Okay, and the margin of error, you take the 1.140.
Mm-hmm.
0.140 minus the 0.804 equals, and divide that by 2, 0.168. I'm going to do the equation one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, 0.168.
Yep.
Okay.
The 20 and 39 is confusing.
Well, no, it's not. I've got the answer to that too. The only alternative hypothesis is HO dot B1 equals 0, and HA B1, big B's, does not equal 0. So
Okay,
it's
so
C.
okay.
No, it's D.
D.
Mm-hmm. All right, the test statistic is the same as the R, wouldn't it be?
I don't think that it's got to be one of the T's. I don't know what.
Oh,
I don't know if it's a slope or what.
It's the
I
bottom.
think it's actually the.
It's the bottom T. So it's 11.512.
Yes.
Okay. The P value is the bottom P, which is 0.
Yep.
Okay. So it is less than, if the p-value is less than the level of significance, you reject the null.
Correct.
You reject the null. So you have sufficient evidence. So you reject the null, there is sufficient evidence, so it's C.
Yep.
All right, 43. All right, well, let's go back to our thing. It is definitely a quantitative because it has to do with numbers, right? It has to
Correct.
do
Yeah,
with
the sheet.
so it's quantitative. It is,
Yes.
Is it one sample or two samples? It's one sample.
Let's see. The one sample t-test?
The standard deviation is not known.
Correct.
So it has to be the one sample t-test.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Okay, let's try
just
that.
Looking at the graph. All right.
Okay, 44.
All right, engineers.
So the hypothesis is known, so it'd be a one sample z-test.
Yep. Okay. No, I see that with, yeah. Engineers of. That makes sense.
I have no idea on this one.
Now let me see. Come on.
So this would be a categorical, not a quantitative. Because even though we're dealing with an age, it's still not a number.
Correct.
It's a group of people. So it's categorical.
Yeah.
And it's one sample. It's not two quantitative variables. It's not a row column. And I don't think it's two samples.
Nope.
So it would be a test of one proportion.
Let's see. None of that, yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Just like with all the evidence we have. Like I say, we go with testing one proportion based on the age.
All right, 46.
Marriage counselor.
I'd say two samples.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Paired sample t-test.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. No. I think it's a two
Proportions.
Two proportions, test of two proportions.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not quantitative, it's not numbers.
Yeah. All right, 47.
How about linear regression for this one?
Say business.
Since it says is a linear relationship.
Yeah, I think that's enough evidence to like point that's that. Then we don't have to overthink it.
All right, even though we haven't answered some, should we go ahead and submit it?
Yeah, let's just see. So both of us submit at the same time, or one of us do it, or
Oh, I just did
so
it.
either way. Okay,
Yeah,
I can do mine.
way,
So either way, we're gonna get the right answer. Yeah.
Because the two of us, we can't answer those two questions. We need help.
No, yeah. At least if we get an answer, we could know how to best address it, how to figure it out.
I just want to go see what my bottom score is. I got lots of zeros, lots and lots of zeros.
Same here. Am I liking it?
I got a D- again. So that scares me.
Right, let's see which ones we're missing. Let's see which ones we're missing the most that give us trouble. Because we missed 33 through 38. We missed 33 through 38 there.
Okay, I missed question 5.
Let me see. Oh, it says it's 2.5, not 0.05.
Did you miss 13?
Let's see, 13. Yeah, I missed 13.
So how did we miss that since didn't we plug in and get the p-value?
I thought we did. Let me see again. So 39 months. Let me see here. Very nice.
And we missed, yeah, how did we miss 33 through 38 when we had plugged those in?
That's how I was trying to figure out. Like, we plugged everything in the way it was there. So I'm like confused how we missed all those. We got everything else right.
Oh, no, I know what we did wrong. Dang it. All right, what we were supposed to put in there was not those first two columns. We were supposed to put the like the last two.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That's why I missed those questions.
I can't remember. Oh, we'll have to go to the instructions. Are you done for tonight? I'm pretty done.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat right now. We can just redo or go over it, and then we go